Get my knife open. Hello, friends. Let's see, it's 4 o'clock here in South Carolina. What this one is this sparkly? Oh, well, I guess we can see okay. Hello, friends. Anybody here? I didn't put out a little blurb yet to let everyone know I was going live. I'm trying to see what color this is. This is, I cannot tell. Looks like it's got sparkles in it. I think I better go over and let people know I'm here if I can. Let's see, my channel, and boy, I don't know if I know how. Let's see. Create a post. Here we go. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna hope that you guys can hear me. Yay, there's Joan. Hi, Joan. Hi, Lori. Glad you could join me. Can you hear me okay? I lost sound at the end of our video last week. I'm worried. I don't know if I bumped something or... Hi, Joanne. Oh, you're in Ohio. Okay, we're glad you could make it for a little bit. I'll say right at the start, you guys, oh, is it a great Sunday? You'll have to tell us. I know a few of you were wanting to keep in touch, and I think I emailed, but I wanted to ask permission. I know Joanne, a couple of people wanted your email. I'm not sure how you guys want to work that out, but I don't want to give anybody's information without your permission, and I don't have your email, Joanne. I did get, and I would love to have yours. I got Joan's and I got Lori's because I'm hoping to send out some happy mail in the next week or two. So you can be looking. I'll let you know when you can be on the lookout for it. And I'm so glad you can hear me. If you can see, I'm rolling out some polymer clay because I'm not going to be able to stay as long today either. So I decided that we'll just see who all can join us, and we'll do a quick flip through of the journal. And then next week and the following week, maybe Angie will be back with us then too. I'm going to add ephemera to the pockets and some of the pages. Okay, so you guys, my email address is in the description. I'll leave it again in the description box. I left it in the description box of the last video. And after our live, I'll leave it again in this video. And that way, you guys can email me your address, addresses. And if you want, email me like your birth date and maybe the type of crafting you like. And then Joanne says it's okay for me to share her information. So I will maybe just make a little list of those of you who are okay with sharing your email information. And I will send the list to anybody who would like it. That way you can have a little contact list. So today I'm making a little polymer clay trinket box. And I thought, well, mostly because this past week I have just been covered in my own clay projects. We're back to teaching at the studio for the summer session, and I often have to get a lot of demo pieces ready for teaching. So I've kind of got clay on my mind anyway. And then I thought I love to share the craft of clay. So I wanted to show you how to make a trinket box out of polymer clay, which is really easy to get your hands on. They sell them in these little, I don't know if they're like 1.5 by 1 inch bricks. They're little 2-ounce packages of, they have different brand names, but this Craft Smart is the Michaels brand. And then the Sculpt Di Primo. There's several different brands and you can get it online. But I just wanted to make this cute little box and show you how quick you could make a box for like jewelry, or if you were going to give somebody some earrings or a ring, or maybe you want to just give them the trinket box as a gift. I'm just rolling it. It's a little stiff. So I hope this is okay. I know you guys were hoping, are enjoying the Lace Doily book, but I've kind of gotten as far as I think I'm going to get on it right now. I did hear from Mary. She might pop in today. I don't know, but she had been out of town. So hopefully she'll be with us. She put a video up today. The hot weather in England. Yeah, I heard you guys are having a lot of heat, and most people don't have AC because you don't get temperatures like that very often. I think I'm going to make the wall of my box. Let's see. Where's my needle tool? Bear with me 1 second. Gotta find my needle tool. Needle tool. Where are you? I have a lot of my clay tools are getting mixed in with the wrong project. Oh, here it is. So I don't have tea today. I have coffee. Has anybody got a favorite drink with them? Hi, Debbie. I'm glad you could pop in. Welcome. Debbie, I'm just going to do a quick flip through of the journal today. I'm going to add ephemera and tags and things next week. I can't stay as long today, but I wanted to make a polymer clay trinket box. So I'm just using these little packets of polymer clay, and really happy I can at least visit with you for a little while. So let's see, where is, of course I don't have a ruler. Why don't I have a ruler is the question. I should. Okay, we're going to just eyeball it, which is probably more my MO anyway. Joan has her tea. I usually have tea right now, but I still had quite a bit of coffee. One good thing about working with clay is I can't really eat and drink as I go as much as if I were crafting. So I still have coffee left. I just warmed it up. So I'm going to try and actually make the box. It bakes in the oven, polymer clay, and it bakes pretty quick. So while we're doing the flip through of the journal, I will trying to make sure I'm making this long enough, and I am not. So I'm going to make it a little bit longer. While we're flipping through the journal, I'll put the box in the oven to bake. Yeah, you guys, tell us the type of tea you like to drink. I'm a big tea drinker. I'm not real picky, as long as it doesn't taste like licorice. Some of them do. Yorkshire tea, yes, love Yorkshire tea. There's not very many stores here where I can find it, but when I do really enjoy it. It would be so much fun to have a tea party with everybody that joins us on our live. We'll have to do that one week. We'll all make sure we come with our cup of tea. I like that we can see what everybody's writing, but it sure would be nice if we could like Skype or see everybody's faces too. I don't know. I think one plus that crafters like is that we show our hands and not our faces, and it makes everyone feel a little more comfortable making videos. I know I happen to be in that category. When I first started doing videos, I didn't really know about the crafting community. I did a lot of upcycling of clothes and haul videos. And so I did video my face. And so a lot of my early videos, you see all of me. Then when I started crafting, I understood why you just see your hands, because that's what's doing the majority of the work. But then you didn't have to necessarily feel self-conscious. Joan said, well, you may have some soon. Aw, that's sweet. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying each other's company. I'm just trying to get a straight edge here, you guys. And I know it won't be perfectly straight, but in this case, I'll just wing it. I don't want to get up and hunt for my ruler. Actually, I think I do know exactly where it is, but we'll just do this for now. All right, so this is going to be the frame of my box. And I hope I've got it long enough this time. It's going to go this way and this way and this way. Yay, I got it long enough this time. So if you can see, I've got the frame, but I want to texture it. And I've got these really fun rollers. This one has like a twill, I don't know the word. And then this one is like leaves. And I think, I don't know, let's test it and see which one we like better. I don't know if you can even see that. It's white on white. I think I'm going to actually like this other one better. Let's see. The little, I don't know. This one's so, vintage looking. This one is botanical. I think they're like little fern leaves, maybe. Thank you, Debbie. I love these rollers. They have a really clean image when you roll them. So I think I'm gonna do the twirl. I think that's what you call it. Twirl. I am doing this quite thin. I hope that's not going to be an issue. You'll see this a little bit better in a minute because I'm going to put some gold luster dust on it. And that's going to help the image show up a little better. I'm going to wrap it around this metal cutter. And then I'm going to cut it at a slight angle. And I wanted to show you this box because if you decide to use the polymer clay, you don't need a whole lot of stuff. Like I actually have this brand new, pristine set of square cutters, but can I find them? No, I cannot. So I just wanted you to see you can use anything to get your actual shape. You don't have to have this metal cutter to wrap it around, but since I have it, I'm going to use it. And Joanne, yes, you can order these online. I've never seen these particular ones in the craft store. Let me just double think that though. I think I mostly find those in the clay, you know, where people do. Oh, this is liquid polymer clay, so it sort of serves as a glue. It's called Liquid Sculpty. Anyway, I think you have to order them online. They do, AliExpress does sell wooden rollers, but I find these online. Now they're kind of expensive, but they work really, really well. They're worth it when it comes to my clay work. Okay, so I'm going to put a bottom. I have a few more cutters. I have this one. That'll make a good bottom. So I'll go ahead and soften up a little bit more of this clay. I'm going to use just plain white. This one. You got to go now, Lori? Thank you for stopping by. Is that what I'm seeing here? Hope I didn't miss it. I don't know I hear somebody saying bye to Lori. I guess I missed it, but thanks for coming. See you next time. I'm just looking here to see where Lori went. Oh, there she goes. Have a wonderful week. Bless you all. Take good care. Okay, thanks. We'll see you. Okay, so I'm making the bottom. Let's see. I think I'll go ahead and texture the bottom as well. And I apologize, I wasn't thinking it through about working white on white. So I'll lift it up and show you. And then I'm just going to cut out a square. And glue it down. And the lid lid is going to be interesting because all I have to do to make the flange is put a smaller square underneath. It's a little crooked. And it will make the box lid stay on. So the metal cutter will come out. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to take it out now to keep it from sticking in there. I think the walls will hold up okay. Things don't typically melt, the polymer clay. Okay, so I've got the walls. I should show you some of the boxes that I've made out of real porcelain, and then I've been making a lot of real porcelain teacups. I won't do those as a demo or anything because I think the majority of you like to watch the actual lace and paper crafting, but I will show them to you just as a show and tell one of these weeks. Okay, so now I have the box and all we have to make is the lid. Yeah, I love paper clay too. Air dry clay, paper clay. You can do this little box with all of those. And you know what? I even made, I'm sorry, I'm bumping the camera. I even made paper clay once. Debbie, I don't know if you're still here. We asked last week if, oh yeah, I think you're still here. Your Christmas in July sale, did it go okay? I was traveling that day on the road, so I wasn't able to participate. But I got a notification that your sale was that day. We just were wondering how it went. I think that's a great idea. Actually purchased some, oh, you're kidding. Nothing sold. I remember buying stamps from you, or not stamps, punches, and I actually used them a lot this week. I'm punching out compressed sponges to make my own sponge stamps. So I felt like I got in on a great deal getting those punches from you. Okay, so this is the outer box. And now all I have to do is cut the lid. Where is it? Here it is. Actually, yeah, I've got to use this one even though it's slightly broken. And I'm not going to, oh yeah, I am. Oh boy, I should have textured this first, but it's a little bit thicker, so I think it'll be okay. Okay, so I've got to cut it again because I compressed it, which altered the shape. All right, so now this is going to be the lid for the box, but in order to keep the lid from falling off, I've got to make a smaller square to fit inside, which I will do. And then we'll go pop this in the oven. I'm sorry about that, Debbie. I didn't see any of the things for sale. I'm sure I would have been very tempted to purchase. We were traveling in the mountains and we had very little Wi-Fi. So I was desperately trying to watch videos on my phone, but it just kept dropping. I couldn't see anything. Okay, so for the inside flange, I'm gonna put another square. So I have a whole new brand new set of these really nice metal squares as soon as I find them. So now I've got this that's going to be glued into the middle of this. You have to make it as centered as possible. I feel like this is a little off. And then this is going to fit on top of this. And we're going to put some roses and some little embellishments on the top of the box. But we have to bake it first. And it really only takes about 7 minutes. It's very thin. So at about 140 to 170 degrees. My oven only goes down as low as 170. Now they do recommend, if you're going to put these in use a separate pan that you're not going to use for any other baking. So this just is an old pie tin with some parchment paper on the bottom. And I'm going to go toss this in the oven. So I'll be right back. Okay. So now that's in the oven. I can put my other sculpty things away. I think we're only going to do the one little box today. I will show you something kind of fun though. This little tool you can find here in the States at Hobby Lobby, and it makes roses for you. If you were going to use the polymer clay, I'm going to show you how I make a pink one. And this is, again, just some of the polymer clay. Comes in all kinds of colors. I will say that some of it's better quality than others, and if you buy it online, the ones that come under kids crafts, it's really sticky and it makes it a little hard to work with. So I do recommend the Sculpty brand or the one called Primo. I do like that one too. Or is it Sculpty Primo? Yeah, it's Sculpty Primo. But then there's a Primo, just Primo period. It's not really Sculpty Primo. Now, you could cut the whole thing out, but I only want to make a small rose, so I'm going to just do half of it. So it just looks like a scalloped little edge. And then you twist and twist. And you can kind of peel out as you twist. And it makes roses for you. And if you are a paper crafter, you can cut out that same kind of a pattern out of paper, just a scalloped piece, and twist. And you can get roses that way. And you can keep adding to make it bigger and bigger. Like I'll do one more. So like this one is made to fold so that you can get double edges. But when I do it, I'm probably just not skilled enough, but it makes my roses too thick. And I don't want them to be so chunky. So I'm actually going to roll it this way. But I don't know if you can see, those scallops make for really nice rose petals. Oops, that one I just smushed together, so that didn't make for a very nice rose petal, but I'm sure you get the picture. It is easy, Joan. That's why I was hoping to show you guys, because I knew it would be something you wouldn't find hard to do at all. I mean, I can do it, so I'm sure you can do it. Anyway, there's a big chunky pink rose, which is so fun. And then the leaves are just a little teardrop that you flatten. And then I take my needle tool, but you can do this with a darning needle, one of those big, thick embroidery needles. You don't have to buy special tools to do this. And then I like to give it a little twist so that it has a little movement. And then that would be so cute on the top of a box. So you could put another leaf. I'll just do one more. Thank you. Oh, you did. You know what, Joanne? I think I did too. I used to watch, well, I still watch her, Maggie, her name won't come to me now, her last name. Anyway, I'm sure you guys know she makes really pretty doily books, and she does lives sometimes still too, but she had the most gorgeous clay flowers, and I was on a mad hunt to find those little clay roses. And nobody really shared where they got them from. It was almost like one of those little crafter secrets. I did find some eventually, but now I get a lot of pleasure in just making them myself. And you can see for yourself how easy they are. Some people do them like this. They'll take, and I may have shown you this because I've got a video where I did clay flowers. You take 5 or 6 little pea-sized balls of clay. Let's do 6. And then I like to take the one that's the biggest and flatten it and kind of smear it a little bit. That way it kind of elongates. Then you put a little twist on it, just like that. And then you twist another one, roll it over and wrap it around. I'm sorry, I meant to say smash. So you just take those little pea-sized pieces and roll them over and curl them a little bit. And then I have another one here. And I just curl it over a little bit, and I'll do one more. I could have probably done even one more, but if you notice, I always lay it right in the middle of the seam. Oops. And then, so it doesn't have such a bulky, long piece of clay underneath like this, I take my little blade, and it's, oh wait, I've got one more. Let's add this one. Get it a little more full. I'll put it right, where do I want it? Let's put it right here. There we go. And then you can take your little blade and cut it down shorter. And this thing used to scare me, but it's really not as sharp as it looks. It cuts the clay really well, but it doesn't cut me. And there's another small one. So I thought we could maybe flip through the journal now really quick. I'll leave my little clay roses here for you to see. And if you get your hands on even a couple packs of polymer clay, there's nothing, and all you do is make roses. It's really fun, and you can get them as tiny or as large as you want, and you don't have to hunt all over online looking for these little clay roses for embellishing your work. So for those of you who didn't see the flip through, this was the cover. Oh, good. I'm glad, Joanne. Thank you. I'm going to move these. Yeah, because I know a lot of you are already really good at crafting, and these are done in no time in the oven. Okay, so this is Our Lady of Leisure on the cover. Get it a little straighter. And I chose the one with the pink kind of hue to it. And I haven't added any ephemera, and that's what I'm hoping to do next week. And maybe like some dangle charms. I am just in love with this tatted piece here. Love that. There's another one of Our Ladies of Leisure. Thank you, Debbie. And our really pretty pocket here. Sorry, my hands aren't adding to the beauty of the journal, that's for sure. I have such clay hands. This is one of my favorite trims, you guys. This pleated, ruffled trim with embroidered edges. And then our pink page with the dangles. I've actually been rolling some of this dangle trim into my clay. This is one of my favorite features. The bumpy ball is what I call it. And then our pretty little rosette here. It even has a little piece of dangle here. And then more of these features will show up. Oh, sorry, I'll be right back. That's our Polymer clay box. Okay, we'll give it a minute to cool off. So I was just giving us some time for the box to get done, and it's done now. And this is one of those really delicate doilies with the paper inside. And it lives under this belly band. So next week, maybe we'll put another embellishment or something here. And I don't know if I need anything more on this page. We've got our fun little organza bag with the teeth. It's one of my favorite trims. The eyelid lace trim there. And I did tea dye all of these that have the tea dye look. I still haven't gotten my dangle to stay on the pen here. I'll figure that out eventually, but it lives in the little gully there. And then I have some tags, but we'll make some tags that can go down into the lace pockets. And this is my kind of wackadoo page with the mixed media. So there's parchment paper, decorative floral parchment paper. I do love this sheer netting ribbon with the embroidered flowers, and then the little paper tuck spot and paper flower. And then that's the Prima decoupage paper. Several different trims here. This was a really kind of almost this color pink trim, and it wasn't a very expensive one, but I tea dyed it, and then it took on this really almost grungy look, and I love it. And then this is a really common one, and then I just mixed with the metallics. Love that. And then this is again one of my favorites, the pink sheer chiffon. And this one is again the kind of retro looking jewelry piece in the middle, and it's layered with a chiffon piece and a crocheted doily, and then on the backing is the eyelet fabric. You like that mixed media one? Thanks. And then I love this trim, the kind of teardrop pieces with the dots around it. And this one always reminds me of Ruby from Little Books, because she always put these little baubles on the edges of her pages. And then there's our belly band. And another, that button was on the dress my sister wore in my wedding. All the bridesmaids had these on their dress. So I love having that as a part of the journal. And then there's some more of the chiffon trim and this trim. And then the back pocket, which will add some ephemera there as well. And then this lovely embroidered pink and green. I'm so glad you love it. I have had the best time creating this one with you. And I think after we get the tags and ephemera in, maybe we'll just start another one. I don't know what else you might like to do, but if you have any ideas, I just like knowing we can go live and visit with each other. So here's the Trinket box. It's cooled off, and I've got the lid, and because of that flange, it might slide a little. I guess I could have made the inner flange even a little bit bigger, but I think it'll suffice. And then you get the fun job of embellishing it, but let's put a little bit of the luster dust on. I'll get a paintbrush, and that'll make the texture show up a little better and makes it a little more vintagey too. I probably should wear a mask, but I think I even got it on a little darker than I wanted. Let's put a little more right here. See if I can even that out a little better. But even if I can't, I'm going to actually put an embellishment piece on there. You probably can't tell, but this is really bronzy. It's looking almost like charcoal in the camera, but it's not. Let's see if we can wipe a little bit off. Go ahead and cover that up. I forgot what they call these. Shimmer mists? No. Pearlex. I think that's what they call it. Anyway, I'm going to clean that up as best I can so as not to inhale it. And then I made polymer clay charms a while ago. You see this one? And then I have this one, and that's again with the handmade clay roses. So I bought the little filigree pieces. This one I actually put a clay piece on the back of. But these little square filigree pieces, you can get them really cheap in a little bundle online on Amazon. So the way I thought I might finish this off is just as simply as, like, you could put this piece on and then the dangle could hang over the edge. I would even go as far as putting a little bit of gold paint, like to gild it out around the edges of the box. Actually, I think I will. You know how we when you antique the edges of your tags? Ooh, that was a big drop that went in the bottom. I guess now I'm coloring the inside. Didn't mean to do that, but I'm going to do it now. But I was thinking how you kind of do the edges of your tags. Might be good to do on the edges of my box here. Kind of dull down that white a little bit. And I'm sorry you can't see this, but the white one of the white sculpty clays has kind of an iridescent shimmer. And so that's helping kind of bling it out a little bit. Anyway, now I've got the lid, and I think it looks better with a little bit of that on the edges. I love roses, especially vintage roses. And the peony rose is the rose, my birth month is June. And I've always heard ever since I was little that that's the birth month, our birth month flower. So I'm trying to decide if I want to, oh, I don't know, let's see. I just want to do random flowers on top. This doesn't really work. It needs that darker pewter colored filigree. And this to me is the best choice. Even with the dangle. I actually like it with the dangle. So we're going to do that. So like I said, I'm unfortunately not going to be able to stay as long today because we have a family event to go to. I'll just share in brief. My son, who loves film and production, has a little video. No, I don't know if it's a video. I think it's a movie. It's a type of a program they're trying to get picked up by a producer. And so we're having a fun little, we're calling it an independent film festival preview night. And he's going to show it to us as a family. It's still private right now, but once it goes live, I'll give you a link in case you're interested. So I won't get to tell you that much about it today, but that's why I have to rush off. But it'll be fun. I didn't want to cancel my live though, because I know I look forward to it and several of you do too. And I didn't want to miss out on visiting with you or everyone else getting a chance to visit with each other. So I'm going to glue this down with some E6000 and we'll have our little trinket box. But if you need a little gift idea, and yours will look better than mine. I kind of did this a little quick since I've done it online or on video, but they hold up really well. The polymer clay holds its shape really well, and they come together quickly because you don't have to bake them very long in the oven. I don't know where my other little rose went. Anyway, I'll keep that one in the camera for you. Thanks, Debbie. I did have fun making it. Next time I'll pick a different luster. I think this one ended up looking like soot from the fireplace. It's not as pretty as I thought it would be. I do have this one, which is pearly. I wonder if I go over it, if I can tone down some of that gray. It just went way more gray than I was wanting it to. Actually, that did help. So I hope you all are staying happy and healthy. Regrettably, I hear the COVID numbers are going up, and we don't ever want to hear that again. So stay healthy, everyone, as best you can. And I will look forward to another chance to craft with you next week. Again, I'm going to just bring out some tags and ephemera for the journal. And please let me know if you have any ideas of what you'd like to see me craft. Oh, Mary. Hi, Mary. I'm glad you made it. Were your ears burning? We were just saying you put up a video and we were happy to hear from you. And I did a little polymer clay trinket box, Mary, just to show everyone how quick you could make a little gift using polymer clay. I didn't glue the embellishment on the lid yet, but the inside is just a smaller square for the flange, and then the outer side is just a framed piece around the square bottom, and we stuck it with the liquid Sculpey. I did that because I can't stay very long today, so I wanted to do something that I thought everyone else could do if you just get your hands on a couple packs of Sculpey. And then we showed how to make the clay roses. Because I've been doing so much clay over the last couple of weeks, just thought I'd keep the clay theme going on my craft and chat today. Thank you. So I'm just going to glue this on with some E6000. And this boxes like this are great for, gifting people earrings. Mary does beautiful beaded work. I could see her putting some of her beaded work in a polymer clay box. And then the person gets the earrings or whatever jewelry you make and the box. So I'm probably not going to get to stay much longer. Yeah, her husband had COVID, you guys, and now Mary's feeling the sore throat, and I feel like I've been hearing that so much, and now I'm a little paranoid because I keep thinking, oh, I think I have a sore throat. But I'm back working in the public too, so I think I just made the executive decision to go back to wearing my mask when I'm teaching, because we're really in each other's faces a lot, with the demoing and showing people, how to do different processes. You're in pretty close proximity of one another. And just because you're vaccinated doesn't mean you won't get it, because I did. So enough of that. I know that's not what we want to hear. It's just the reality of the world we live in. Yeah, let's pray that she's not coming down with it. And I have to say, even though I keep saying I'm not going to keep talking about it, I have to say, it seems to take a while to show up positive. Like, some people have symptoms, but the test will say negative, and it takes 3-4 days before it'll actually read positive. So who knows? Anyway, I'm sorry I won't be able to stay long, but I do want to say thank you so much for joining me. And I plan to be back again next week, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And in the meantime, maybe we can keep in touch. I'll put my email in the description box, and I'd love to get your info. Mary, some ladies are sharing their emails, so they're going to email me if it's okay to share their email. And then I'm also going to be sending out Happy Mail, so I'm looking forward to doing that. You guys are so supportive and kind to join me each week, and I have lots of stash I need to share so that we don't have to buy a second house just for my crafting supplies. So I'm being silly, but anyway. Okay, that's great, Mary. But everyone, like I said, please try and stay safe and healthy and well. And I'll look forward to seeing you again next week. And I'll say goodbye now, but I'm not going to hang up. I'll let you guys get a chance to say your goodbyes, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Oh, hey, Kat.